Welcome to your monthly Essential Spirit Scopes.
Hey, welcome. This is Nan and I's unique take on horoscopes, where we combine intuitive insights, spiritual messages to guide you through the month ahead. Babies!
We're your hosts. I'm Nancy Christine Brady.
And I'm Tara Diana.
Each month, we tune into the collective energy and share messages from Spirit tailored to support your journey.
We call it Spirit Scopes because it's a blend of guidance and insight for your personal life, your career, and your spiritual growth.
So grab your favorite drink and settle into a cozy spot.
Because we're diving into the energy shaping this month and exploring the wisdom that Spirit has to share.
All right, welcome everyone to our monthly Spirit Scopes, where we've rolled this into our podcast, and we are so super excited that you're here. So we want you to listen to the end. We have, we go through each sort of monthly astrology sign, and we put our own flair on it. We bring spirit in, so it's going to be fun.
If you stay all the way to the end, we have chosen one person that will get their own private Spirit Scope. So,
which is
are you ready?
I'm ready. Do you want to take it away? Start with Aries.
I will. Let's start off with Aries. So I have no idea what deck this is. Nan knows because she has this deck. So
yes.
It doesn't matter. We're just going to give the reading. So the card I have for you, Aries, is this: Forgiveness. Release resentment to regain balance. Beautiful card for being right in the summer solstice. We want that balance. Aries, you want that balance. You want to feel like what's coming is great because you're giving away the other stuff. So what's coming is going to feed your soul, going to lift your spirit, going to make you feel like you are enjoying the good stuff because you let go of the stuff that just wasn't working for you. That's where the balance comes into effect. So I love that energy for you. I'm just looking at the card one more time. You know, and forgiveness is one of those cards that has so much to it. Like, I mean, this card is so full of stuff. I could do a whole 30-minute reading for you guys on this, Aries. But the forgiveness is always about just getting it off you. Just getting off you. Doesn't mean you condone what was done, whether it's yourself, whether it's someone else. It's just like, okay, it is not mine anymore. Period. So I'm going to leave that with you, Aries.
I love that message. So for Taurus, pardon me?
I said that felt kind of weird when I was given it. But it was good. It was good. Okay, go.
Okay. All right. We're going to leave it with Aries. Taurus, you got Loon. And Loon is all about, not loony. Don't go there, Tara. I see you laughing.
Laughing at the way you said it. You got Loon.
I totally thought she was going to go down the road of you're Taurus and you're loony. I thought this is where you were going with this, right? So
I did not go there.
And I am a little loony, I'll own that. So Loon is all about intuitive Taurus. So for you for this month, I want you to really focus on working with your intuition. Listen to the song that is in your heart. What is your soul singing? Where is the niche you want to focus on? What is it that you're being guided to do? And it doesn't have to be in any sort of intuitive development level. It has to be in follow your heart's path, follow your intuition. We're all given this inner GPS for a reason. And so right now, focus on Loon's medicine, focus on the energy of what is it that you just innately know that you need to follow. And if it feels good, follow it. And if it doesn't, hard stop. Listen to that gut instinct because it's there to protect us. But this is really about you emerging from this sort of cocoon place and just singing your song. Loons, are very special in Canada. In Ontario, to me, Ontario means loon. Like, I don't know about you, Tara, but it's like, I just think of sitting in a cottage on the lake in Ontario. Like, it's just a beautiful song that they sing. And recognize that uniqueness in that beautiful song and just sing it out loud. And it's all about being you for this month, Taurus.
Okay, that's so beautiful, but I have never thought of Ontario as loon. Like, never.
I think because I watched in Canada here when we were growing up, now I'm dating Tara and I, they had these like magic moments or minutes or whatever, and they would feature something about Canada. So, sometimes it was like log rollers in BC along the river. Other times it was like loons. Or do you remember the little tiny hippo? The house hippo?
No, I don't remember this at all.
They had, okay,
These
listeners,
and,
Google. Google the tiny house hippo. It was like the best commercial, and it was about finding false advertising, because obviously house hippos aren't the size of little mice. But okay, we'll put the link in. I'll find it on YouTube. We'll put the link in.
That's funny. Okay, so let's go to Gemini. Gemini, I'm here for you, baby. I don't know what she's doing, but I'm here for you. And what we've got for you is endings, a natural progression for expansion of the soul. And so, you know, we always have a theme. It just happens. It's natural. It's the energy, right? It's the energy, just because it's July for everyone. So energetically, it just means something slightly different. So this card right here really represents what to me the fire element is, endings and beginnings. And you have to have an ending to have a new beginning. And they're saying to you, don't be afraid of what's coming to a close. Don't be afraid, because there's always something better opening up for you. So the door is closing on one thing, which opens up to a whole bunch of other paths for you. So Gemini, if I was you, and I'm not, I'm a Scorpio, but if I was you, I would be looking at the opportunity that you have been putting to the wayside. I would be looking at the opportunity you have been putting to the wayside and seeing how to make that now pop, because there is closure coming to something that will allow this to be opened up for you. And I'm going to leave that with you, Gemini.
I love that. Cancer, you got Orca, which everyone knows is my favorite. This is about adventure on this particular card, but this is also a lot of that song energy that Loon was just talking about. This is about that, Tara was talking about chakras, and this really came resonant about the throat chakra, speaking your authentic truth, saying what you need to say, so that you can be heard. The fact that Orca is coming up in a pod right now in a family situation tells me that maybe it's something in your close, intimate circle of your family or friends where you really need to speak up and just say you're authentic. This means this to me. This hurts my feelings when you do this. This celebrates my light when you do that. Because it's all about manifesting the path and moving on a direction forward that you are meant to be on. But you have to sit in a place of empowerment. You can't sit in a place of one of my friends calls it victimitis, right? You can't sit in this place of not in your power. And so I really want you to focus on that. Focus on everything around your throat energy for this month. And think about it. It's funny, in all the readings I always say Orca can only move forward, but I told Tara, I just read an article that orcas can swim backward. This is not about swimming backward for you right now, Cancer. This is about you going with the flow in a forward momentum so that you can shine your beautiful, authentic light. And I'm going to leave that with you.
Who knew? Forward bound, and now they can go back. Okay, so Leo, reflection. Examine thoughts and feelings. Reflection comes up a lot right now for people. It is about trying to understand who they are, because there's so much negativity happening around us. So many people that are questioning, people's values, people's morals. Who we are is getting confusing, because are we standing with these people? Are we over here? Are we over here? Are we over there? Or where are we? And that can lead to a really strong sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Imposter syndrome. I don't know who I am. I don't think I'm that person they're talking about over there. And why would I want to be? I think I'm this person over here, but now I'm not sure I should be. Right? Uh-oh. I had a cough. So really what they're saying to you is, it's time to take a good look at yourself. Make sure you're being authentically who you are. Don't let other people's thought patterns, behaviorals, ideas come into your circle, right? Because they don't know who you are. They only know a little bit of you and who they want you to be. You know who you are. And you're going to embrace that and work with that. So I'm going to leave that with you, Leo.
That's a beautiful message. So Virgo, you got Black Jaguar. And Black Jaguar's coming through. On this particular card in this deck, it means old soul. But what Spirit's telling me is this is really about shining light on some areas in your life right now that may feel dark or may feel heavy. And so Panther walks very seamlessly in the night and very seamlessly between the veil of here and the other side. So Spirit's telling me you're being called to shine the light on something so that you can focus on that intuition. You can focus on those many lifetimes that you've had before. Bring that energy and knowledge forward into who you are in this incarnation so that you've got it and you've got that wisdom and knowledge, and be like, okay, yes, I'm going to walk forward with ease and grace. I have all of this at my fingertips and I'm going to use it for my biggest and bright. And I keep talking about shining that bright light, but this is really about that right now. You know, it's a Black Panther, but black, they're saying, is the opposite of light. So what is it that you're going to shine out into the world so people can see the real you and see that spotlight on you that you tend to hide from? So I want you to step into that spotlight, step into that glorious part of who you are and shine that light. And then I'm going to leave that with you.
That's so cute because, well, cute. I don't know if it's cute, but that is so empowering because for Libra, I got Golden Shadow, discover deep dreams and desires. So this is, you know, you talked a little bit about a dark shadow, you understand, or a darkness, do you understand? And here they're going into this, hey, it's a golden state of being. It is a place that may feel like you're uncomfortable there. That's the shadow part of it. You know, you may be like, I'm not sure. And it goes back again to Leo, right? Who was like feeling all the feels and closing doors and opening and blah, blah, blah. But here, this is talking about really being open to what you need. This is what I would say to you, Libra, would be a manifestation kind of month, baby. Putting out the good intentions, talking about your desires, owning what it is that you need in your space. Be powerful, be purposeful, but most importantly, Libra, be passionate about what you need in your space. Because dreams and desires matter. We always talk about the need. What do you need? You need a roof over your head, food in your tummy, and money to pay, you know, the I don't know, insurance. But you also get to have dreams, and you get to have desires, and you get to have wants. They matter. Because if we don't have something to look forward to, if everything we're looking forward to is literally like, there's a nice, you know, mortgage payment. There's me paying the insurance. If that's all we have looking forward to, it's never going to be enough. It's just never going to be enough. So your desires, your dreams, they can be recognized. They should be recognized. And it may not be right now that they come to fruition. But if you don't think about them, then how do they come to fruition? If you don't do something about them, how do they come to fruition? So this is a good time to look at your golden shadow. I'll leave that with you, Libra.
Nice. Grizzly bear for Scorpio. So this is all about seizing the day. This is about standing within your power, standing in that absolute, I'm indestructible, regardless of however I've come to this point and moment in my life. The past is the past, but I've learned from it. It's made me stronger. And this is about you leaning into that for this month and just going, yes, I honor my intuition. I honor my strength. I honor my weaknesses. Because in order to lean into that power, you have to acknowledge everything that you've come from. It doesn't mean you have to live there. It makes you stronger. I mean, my parents always used to say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's the energy around this grizzly bear right now. This also is a really big independent energy right now. It's that sitting in the solidarity and going, I know who I am. I don't have to be anything different to anyone else in my world. And so the fact that the bear has captured the fish in this card, it's about seizing the moment, seizing that exact moment where everything that you need is going to be handed to you effortlessly. So just stay in your track, stay in your lane, and stay in your power, and it's going to be landing in your lap this month. So I'm going to leave that with you, Scorpio.
Yes, I'll take that. Okay, Sagittarius, we've got triggers. Intense emotional catalyst. Babies. So I'm right on the cusp of Scorpio and basically Sag, right? So this is very interesting. You just gave this, seize the day, Tar, because it's going to trigger the shit out of you, is what I just heard. That's what I just heard. So this is a beautiful card, though, because you're getting to know in advance that this is what's coming. That this month is going to be about really having people step on your toes. You know, energy is going to feel like it's a little bit off. What you do with that, though, is up to you, because now you're in the know. Right? Spirit's like, okay, we are going to make you feel a little off this month. Not spirit, energy. We're going to make you feel a little bit off this month. So what you going to do about it, friend? How you going to handle this? I take it as a challenge, personally. Okay. You're pre-warning me. I got you. So now I am going to reassess when I feel triggered. I'm going to validate that it made me feel triggered. Then I'm going to shift and adjust it. And then I'm going to give it away. And I'm going to stand in my power. Period. Hard stop. There you go, friends. That's exactly what you're going to do, Sagittarius. Hard stop. That's it. You're going to assess, validate, shift and adjust, and kick it to the curb.
Nice.
I'm going to leave that with you. That was easy. That was good. Triggers, be gone.
Triggers be gone. I like it. Capricorn, you got Eagle Mastery. And Eagle for me in this particular reading is really coming up. Yes, it's about the mastery. Yes, it's about you leaning into things that you do well. But this is more about you rising above the situation. This has a lot of the same energy as the last card with you're leaving everything behind that no longer serves you. Imagine riding on the wings of that eagle and looking down and see how insignificant the problems and challenges are of this world. Because when you rise above it and you look down and they look the small as an ant, when you go back down and you land on the ground on that eagle's back, you can choose to pick those problems up or you can just leave them there. They absolutely don't need to be picked up. And so rising above with that energy of eagle, you can see it also from a complete 360-degree perspective. And so suddenly you're starting to see why people in a certain situation are acting this way, why they're acting this way, and why you're acting in response to that. So this is really about sitting and mastering your personal journey as you soar above everything and as you adjust how you react to things, as you master who you are as a person. That's where this mastery is coming in this particular reading. So ride the winds, ride on the eagle's wings, and lean into just analyzing things and take a breath before you respond. So I'm going to leave that with you, Capricorn.
Aquarius. I'm not doing it. Aquarius.
I was about to.
I'm not doing it. Aquarius, we got the forgiveness card again. So this is the card about releasing resentment to regain balance. But I feel a little bit differently here. I feel like this has a lot to do about what has not come to your space. So in terms of, you know, giving yourself grace, being like, no, I worked really hard for this and I still haven't gotten it. What they're saying to you is that this is not the time nor the place. Instead, really, really take that moment and be like, you know what? I did work hard. Doesn't mean it's not going to come. I'm going to do exactly what I said, actually, to be honest with you, with Sagittarius. And I'm going to take a good look at this. I'm going to reflect. That's the other card that came up for one of the signs. And I'm going to be like, what can I do better? Because there's nothing wrong with wanting to do better. There's nothing wrong with being better. Just because something didn't work out the way you thought it was going to or hasn't come to fruition yet doesn't mean it can't. But if you are open to taking a different perspective and looking at it from a different angle, then you're winning right there. So I'm going to leave that with you. Reflection, forgiveness, and movement forward.
Aquarius.
She did not help herself, people. She's been sitting there shaking for the whole message. I promise you that.
All right, we have last but not least Pisces. And you know, for our listeners who've held out this long, if any of these resonate with you, it's meant for you. right? It doesn't matter if it doesn't have to be attached to that particular sign. The other thing you're going to notice is there's a fluid motion, and there seems to be a sort of underlying theme in all of these messages today. So we've got for Pisces, giraffe, which is visionary. And giraffe for me is very similar to the last message that Capricorn had, where we're rising above a situation. We're seeing it from a different perspective. So this is about you sitting back and going, how can I look at this differently? But then how can I move forward with this beautiful ease and grace? I mean, think about how incredible it is watching giraffes, how graceful they are. They're huge, but they walk across this terrain so gracefully. It's very majestic. And so tap into that energy, tap into that grace and go, you know what, regardless of how bad this feels or seems or thinks, or my head is spinning too much and I'm too much in it, I offer grace to the situation, and it's going to unfold exactly what it's meant for my highest good. And I want you to say that over and over, because this is really about allowing yourself to see the right path, not be distracted by your thoughts, and just move forward, sitting in your own confidence and knowing your self-worth is the most important thing. You focus on number one first, and you're going to have everything start to unfold with ease and grace. I'm going to leave that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, girlfriend. That is a beautiful way to end this. But wait, there's more.
There is. Yay.
There is. Lucienne, it's time for your personal spirit scope, baby, from Nan and I. Okay, Nan, you go first this time.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do a quick shuffle because I'm just going to grab the same deck. And let's pull a card. Oh, I love this one. So Lucy, you got hummingbird. And hummingbird for me is all about joy. Hummingbird is about bringing the everyday miracles into our world, focusing on the mighty power as well. When you think about how many flaps it takes to lift up that tiny little body, they're invincible, they're powerful, but they're beautiful and they're soft and they're subtle. So there's all of these characteristics that you're being called to lean into this month. So remember, as you're sitting in that joy, as you're sitting in all of that, remember how strong you are, remember how powerful you are, and that no matter where you are, when you show up, you're bringing light to the situation. Just like, think about it. I don't know one single person who, when a hummingbird comes in, doesn't go, oh, a hummingbird, right? So it's all about that. That's who you are, Lucy, and I want you to keep that energy with you for this month and just call in hummingbird when you need to invite more joy in.
Okay, you got 2020 vision, a new earth begins. Ooh. This is beautiful. This means all the work that you've done. So this is still running along the theme of the rest of the messages, but all the work you've done, Lucy, yeah, it's good. It's here. It's now. You are seeing it for what it is, and you're going to step into that, and you're going to expand. You're going to emit all that good energy that you do, even if you're like, oh my God, I feel so stressed, all this. You know what? I get kind of caught up in other people's like, well, you know, I'm not feeling super awesome. I'm not feeling super great. It's okay, because the card says you're still doing the work. Own the card. Own it. 2020 vision is, I'm seeing everything for what it is. I'm seeing everything for what it is, Lucy. So I'm celebrating that for you with my full chest. Let's go, girlfriend. Whatever that looks like to you. It's not what it looks like to me. It's not what it looks like to Nan, to your husband, to your kids, to the doggies. No. 2020 vision. You're seeing what you need to see. Period.
Love that. Love that. Wonderful. And that brings us to a close, everyone. Thank you for listening. And as always, follow all of our socials at Spirit Essence by Tara Diana, Nancy Christine Brady. We'd love to have you. Check out our Instagram at Spirit Angels and Guides. Oh my. And of course, come on over to our Patreon. We've started consciously putting more stuff into the free part, but we definitely have tiers in there as well. And so come on over, because we'd love to engage with you.
And that is what we have for you today. Happy July, everyone.
Happy July. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining us for this month's Essential Spirit Scopes.
We hope these insights guide you with clarity and purpose for the month.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay connected.
And share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
Until next time, trust your intuition.
And the wisdom Spirit brings your way. See you next month on Spirit Scopes.